so watch out for that. And the rest of the dungeon is pretty straightforward. It's pretty much all very small, just circular like floors like this. You just want to go around. And we want to just keep going up. That's pretty much it. We're at the end game. This game is pretty short, especially when you compare it to the second game. The second game is pretty long. But I think most of that's due to backtracking. So, like I said, pretty straightforward. And this is the final boss right here. So we want to summon Cerberus, put Unicorn up. So the question I have here is, do I want to bring Virtue in or not? I think the answer is no, I don't. I think I want to just leave everybody as they are. Because we can take him out. Oh, by the way, that boss, that kind of mini-boss that we fought, defeating him allows you to fuse that particular demon if you desire. So this right here is one of the reasons why I picked Rico. Her interactions with the actual villain of the story are a lot more complicated than Yumi's. In addition to that, of course, there's another dungeon after this boss if you have Rico as your partner. Both Yumi and Charlie's the scenarios end right here. You go through this dungeon up to this point and it's over. You get a couple of extra scenes if you have Rico in the party. Alright, so it's us versus the Demon Emperor himself. So we just want to do this and this. We're going to be using Rasta Candy, like candy. And we're just going to do Deathbound and Iron Punch and Raccoonda and Power Breath. So this boss has 20,000 hit points. And he nulls Ice, Electric, and he reflects, Expel, and Curse. Rush attacks do extra damage. But if you don't have the good swords that I have, first of all, the Muso Masamune, perfectly acceptable for taking this boss on. It is more than good enough. Let's see. No, we want to do this. If you don't have any sword at all, like a good sword at all, a gun is perfectly acceptable for this. The Kirai cannon, Kirai-ho cannon is, however they word it, is a good one to have. hilariously, Makara-Karn does not work on Raccoonda. So we're just going to keep using Rasta Candy, Deathbound, Iron Punch, and we're going to do Raccoonda, and then we're going to do Power Breath. And I know I'm doing hundreds and hundreds of points of damage. So, one of the things that this boss could do is he's got attacks that hit, lots of attacks that hits all your entire party. But he actually has Debilitate, which is the opposite of the Luster Candy, or Rasta Candy. So I sort of want to keep using that if I can. Do I want to have... No, I'm just going to have to keep using the Rasta Candy. Actually, you know what? I'm going to have her use a Mediarama this round, and then... we'll just cover that with a... So that was 6 hits, 450, so that'd be 900 times 3, so that's 2,700. I did 10%, more than 10% of his health in one attack. So that's really good. That's another 1,000. Yeah, this is not going to take very long. 300, that's pretty decent. No, not gun. And just do another Power Breath. Okay, so the Raccoondas are stacked up, but he should be dead soonish. Let's get a Mediarama up in here. Let's just have you do a regular attack. I guess let's just try Suck. I don't think it's going to really do anything. And Bite. Ooh, 1,500 points of damage. That's a lot. Doesn't work at all. Alright, sword. Another Mediarama. And then we're gonna just do... let's just do a regular attack. And then another Iron Punch. And just have you two defend. Because Tamaki's basically going to solo this boss. And the Demon Emperor lost. How? Well, you want to know how? Well, I did some level grinding. I got Rasta Candy. I went and got demons. So this is the point where Charlie's and Yumi's, their scenarios, where it ends. You go back, you see the ending. And we are now in the final area of Reiko's scenario, and this is the exit right here if you need to leave for whatever reason. see. I am... No, excuse me. This is the exit. This is not the exit. But one of the reasons I really like this verse is, like, so you play through Yumi's scenario, and she's just like the Demon Emperor is literally just this faceless bad guy who taunts you every once in a while, and you have no context for why he's doing what he's doing, other than the fact that, you know, yeah, he has actually kind of been abused a little bit, I guess. So this area right here has very powerful enemies in it. So let's see. Nobody here actually. All right. All right. Yeah. So there are 2 enemies you need to watch out for when you are fighting enemies in here. Nyarlathotep and Hecate. They both repel fire, which means they repel the damage that the sword that Tamaki has on equipped. It does fire damage. This boss actually resists fire. We're just gonna run away. I don't need to fight anybody. I'm done. I'm. So what we want to do is we want to summon Unicorn. We'll just pull Cerberus out. And we'll just do Stoma. We'll watch the scenes that's going here. If you're going to fight the battles, Nyarlathotep and Hecate, they repel pretty much all the elements. Keep that in mind. They are weak to normal sword and gun attacks, though. If you just want to auto battle your way through, put the Muso Masamune back on Tamaki. So hopefully, by having us, I'm hoping that I skip some of the battles. Obviously, I'm not going to skip all of the battles because Stoma only works on battles that are above a certain, like below a certain level of you. So, but I'm hoping by refreshing that, I can skip some of them. So let's see. We want to put you here. Do I want to summon Virtue? Virtue. That's a. I don't think I do. Oh, I didn't use these magic incenses. Thought I used them all. That's fine. Doesn't really matter. Let's see. Brown bottle, orb. We've got 5 orbs. Let's use that. You're good, and you're good. Okay. So this area is actually shaped like a brain. And it's pretty straightforward overall. So we are where? Yeah. We want to go here. Like, pretty much all the paths in this place lead to the same place. There are some side paths that lead to more of those scenes, and some of them can be optional. Let's see, where am I? Alright. For example, this one right here. If you come up here, you can actually just skip this one. You don't have to watch this scene. Through this teleporter over here. I want to switch to gun attacks. I guess we could just use suck, right? So the enemies here all have like 800-900 points of damage. They're all more or less mini boss level battles. So Loki has, for example, 886 hit points. Do make sure that you still have your Revenge Gauntlets on. It would be terrible at this point to just randomly die and lose your Guardian. They're probably making fun of him because inexplicably he's wearing a white student uniform where everybody else is wearing blue with plaid pants. Like, that's like a trope I've never understood. It's like, oh yeah, I'm a student of this school, but I'm wearing a different uniform for some reason. Well, some unknown reason other than I'm important to the plot. Let's see, Ronda. So, at this point, if I get any more levels, which I might get 1 or 2, if I get any more levels, I want to put all the points in strength for both characters. Yeah. Raising my strength will raise my damage with my sword up, and it will also give me more hit points. So that's pretty important. Well, it's not really important, but it's better than any other option at this point. So those 3 hits, 4 hits. But one of the major problems with the Hino Kaigatsuchi is that it can actually get 0 hits. It's very annoying when that happens. Pazuzu has 942 hit points. But he's actually weak to fire, so my sword is going to destroy him. Pazuzu is actually the highest level normal enemy in the game, at level 62.